Mighty Med is an American Disney XD original series created by Jim Bernstein and Andy Schwartz and produced by It's a Laugh Productions for Disney XD. It stars Jake Short and Bradley Stephen Perry. This show premiered on October 7, 2013, and aired on Disney Channel on October 12, 2013. On May 22, 2014, Disney renewed the series for a second season, with production to resume in July for a fall 2014 premiere. Synopsis: while working at a comic book store called The Domain, two boys named Oliver and Kaz find themselves in a superhero hospital called Mighty Med upon finding its secret entrance at the local hospital. They become doctors and youth observers at Mighty Med under the supervision of Dr. Horace Diaz despite the fact that they are normos. Oliver and Kaz would often work on various injured superheroes while having some misadventures along the way. Characters: main characters, Kaz. Kaz is Oliver's best friend. He is lazy in school and while devoted to Oliver he will often try to get away with a shortcut that ends up getting them both into trouble. While he seems stupid sometimes, he can unexpectedly come up with a smart solution to a problem. Oliver is Kaz's best friend, and puts up with Kaz's flaws because he sees good in him. He is intelligent, sweet, and sarcastic, the perfect yin to Kaz's yang. Skylar Storm. Skylar Storm is a superhero from the planet Caldera who is Oliver's unrequited love interest. She recently lost her superpowers and her invisible motorcycled in a battle against her nemesis the Annihilator and is now a normo patient at Mighty Med where she is working to find a way to regain her superpowers. As a normo, she goes by the alias of Connie Valentine when attending Kaz and Oliver's school. Alan Diaz. Alan Diaz is the nephew of Horace Diaz and the secondary antagonist of the series. He is very annoying and feels like he should be the very best. He hates Kaz and Oliver so he does everything in his power to get rid of them. His power is telekinesis. In Growing Pains, it is revealed that when Alan gets scared, he either turns into an animal or sprouts an animal body part. Recurring characters: Gus. Gus is a friend of Oliver's and Kaz's. He is very unlikable and doesn't seem to know any social skills. He also seems to have a crush on Jordan. He has appeared in Saving the People Who Save People PT 1 and 2, Frighty Med, I, Normo, Smoliver's Travels, It's Not the End of the World, Evil Gus, Lockdown, The Friend of My Friend Is My Enemy, Atomic Blast from the Past, Mighty Mad, Guitar Superhero, Are You Afraid of the Shark? And The Pen is Mighty Med Higher Than the Sword. Jordan. Jordan is Kaz and Oliver's friend and hates Gus. She is very negative. Just like Kaz and Oliver, she loves video games and comics. She has appeared in Saving the People Who Save People PT 1 and 2, Frighty Med, It's Not the End of the World, Alan's Reign of Terror, Night of the Living Nightmare, and Guitar Superhero. Wallace and Clyde. Wallace and Clyde are owners of the Domain and the main antagonists of the series. They want to destroy the superheroes at Mighty Med and get revenge on Horace Diaz. They have appeared in Saving the People Who Save People, Smoliver's Travels, Alan's Reign of Terror, Lockdown, The Friend of My Friend Is My Enemy, Night of the Living Nightmare, Copy Kaz, and Are You Afraid of the Shark? In Copy Kaz, it is revealed that Wallace and Clyde were once one a being called Catastrophe, the most powerful villain in the galaxy, but was defeated by Horace and divided into two pathetic humans with little power. Stephanie. Stephanie is the popular girl at Logan High and Kaz's dream girl. She has appeared in I, Normo, Smoliver's Travels, Atomic Blast from the Past, Mighty Mad, and The Pen is Mighty Medder Than the Sword. Mighty Med hospital staff drive Horace Diaz. Horace Diaz is the chief of staff of Mighty Med and is Alan's maternal uncle. He has the power of freezing people and is a bit eccentric. He apparently loves bridges. In Atomic Blast from the Past, he is revealed to be 3006 years old and has never aged since 1953. Some even consider that he is immortal. He has appeared in Saving the People Who Save People PT 1 and 2, Frighty Med, I, Normo, Smoliver's Travels, Pranks for Nothing, Evil Gus, Lockdown, All That Kaz, Atomic Blast from the Past, Growing Pains, Night of the Living Nightmare, Fantasy League of Heroes, Copy Kaz, Free Wi-Fi, Two Writers Make a Wrong, Are You Afraid of the Shark? And The Pen is Mighty Med Higher Than the Sword. Benny, he is a worker at Mighty Med and a superhero named, What's His Face? He has super speed, but it only works when he runs backwards. In addition, Benny has the ability to throw objects in slow motion. In Saving the People Who Save People PT1, it is shown that he dislikes Skylar. Lizard Man, a humanoid lizard. He stays at Mighty Med because he doesn't fit anywhere else. He is a frequently recurring character seen as an employee at Mighty Med. He appears in Alan's Reign of Terror, Atomic Blast from the Past, Night of the Living Nightmare, and Mighty Mad. Philip, a doctor with a large head yet he thinks it is very small. He frequently appears with very minor roles. In Night of the Living Nightmare, it is revealed that his wildest dream is to have the Oscar Awards redesigned to look like him. He appeared in Growing Pains, Night of the Living Nightmare, and Fantasy League of Superheroes. Superheroes, Tecton, Kaz's favorite superhero. Tecton is a spoof of Superman and Hyperion. He has superhuman strength and speed as well as flight, immunity to pain and the ability to cause tectonic activity with a stomp of his foot. He is also capable of healing at a rapid rate, but if exposed to a gas that only exists when delta radiation mixes with gold, he will not be able to heal. In one episode, Oliver was his sidekick until Alan took his place. Solar Flare 2, a female superhero with pyrokinesis and pyrogenesis. Though the most recurring of the superheroes, Solar Flare has yet to have a speaking role. She is actually the second Solar Flare since there was a Solar Flare that was around back in the 1950s. Blue Tornado, a superhero with atmokinesis. This allows him to spin at the speed of sound and shoot lightning from his hands. Kaz saw him in disguise and recognized him, which is what led him and Oliver to Mighty Med. He is a parody of the DC Comics superhero Red Tornado. The Crusher, according to Kaz, the Crusher is the strongest man in the universe, capable of hurling someone across a room just by high-fiving them. He was the first superhero to have his life saved by Kaz and Oliver, in which they shocked his feet to give him cardiac aid. It is unknown if his heart is still in his feet. Captain Atomic, in the 1950s, Captain Atomic was hit by a radioactive bullet yet survived thanks to the lucky yo-yo given to him by his girlfriend. Captain Atomic has the power of flight and can infuse atomic power into his yo-yo, allowing him to use it to snare his enemies, use it as a shield, and use it as a whip. He attempted to stop an intergalactic war in 1953, but a mishap trapped him in a wormhole for 61 years. In the present, the wormhole was opened by Oliver. After he was given a new battery to help him survive and defeating the Black Falcon, Captain Atomic decided to stick around in the present and experience its wonders. In Fantasy League of Superheroes, it is revealed that Captain Atomic has super strength and near invulnerability to the point where it can rival with Tecton's abilities. Brain Matter was once a hero with superhuman intelligence, which he used to create weapons, but he grew envious of superheroes with other powers. He created a serum that would give him more powers, but the experiment backfired and went horribly wrong. The serum turned him into a large, blue-skinned monster with super strength, and his only thought was to eat brains. He was shrunken and locked in Mighty Med's freezer, but years later Kaz and Skylar released him, causing his monster form to go on a rampage, until it fell into a coffin with dry ice in it. He reappears in Growing Pains, where he has been cured of the serum and given all the powers he intended to give himself, along with the ability to alter the age of any living thing. When doing so, that living thing's memories will remain intact and their clothes will alter their size to fit them. Occasionally, the object will continue de-aging for a certain amount of time. The Great Defender, like Skylar, the Great Defender is from another planet. His suit is indestructible and his powers consist of ice ball projection, superhuman strength and can spin things at high speed on his fingertips like a basketball. Despite being 6 feet 11 inches, he is the shortest person on his planet. He appeared in Pranks for Nothing, where Oliver played a prank on him. To get them back, he spun the hospital on the tip of his finger, tricked Kaz and Oliver into thinking he spun the Earth on his finger, pretended that his powers weren't working, had solar flare heat up the hospital and had Horace make them think they had to sacrifice themselves to save the Earth. Titanio, Henry Tidwell was a test pilot turned aerospace engineer who is also a billionaire. He became Titanio to battle the forces of evil. He has no powers, but he has a robotic suit with a stun ray, a jetpack, and strength boosters like Iron Man. He appeared in I, Normo, where he had amnesia courtesy of the Black Falcon. With Alan's help, he regained his memory, but mistook Alan for the real Black Falcon and gave him amnesia. With his full suit on, he resembles Optimus Prime from Transformers. In Guitar Superhero, Skylar Storm enlisted Titano to pose as Soul Slayer to fight Remix while his robotic suit was being repaired. In Free Wi-Fi, Titano's robotic suit is possessed by Wi-Fi. Timeline, a one-shot character. Boris Diaz is Horace's cousin, though they do not get along. He can see into the future, view holograms of his visions and temporarily freeze time. He appeared in It's Not the End of the World where he came to Mighty Med because his powers were acting up. He helped Kaz ace his pop quiz, but because Kaz became smart, it was one of the requirements to open a portal where Crimson Demon's brothers were in and almost ended the world. He speaks with an Italian accent. Due to him being played by the same actor as his cousin, they cannot appear in the same episode at once. Citadel, a superhero with indestructible skin that can deflect magnetic fields. Citadel first appeared in Smoliver's Travels, where he had stomach pains. Due to his indestructible skin, surgery could not be performed on him, so Oliver was sent inside his body and removed the source of the pain. He reappears in The Friend of My Friend is My Enemy, where Oliver used an advanced stethoscope to hear his heartbeat. Neo-Cortex, a telepathic superhero that can communicate mentally, alter one's personality, link minds and put people into dreams and/or nightmares. Neo-Cortex also has neuromanipulation, which means he can send out psychic bursts that can immobilize a villain or control their behavior. He first appeared in All That Kaz, where he broke his shoulder surfing the internet. Oliver, wanting to be more popular, had Neo-Cortex alter his personality to be more like Kaz, but the real Kaz wanted to change it back. Unfortunately, Oliver redirected the blast back at Neo-Cortex, causing him to become a nuclear reactor that almost blew up him and the hospital, until Oliver cured him and Neo-Cortex gave Oliver his original personality. He reappears in Night of the Living Nightmare, where he holds a grudge against Oliver for the events of his previous appearance. During that time, there was a lunar eclipse that caused him to only give people nightmares, and if the victim dies in their nightmare, they'll die in reality. Luckily, the lunar eclipse ended before anyone died. Remix, Jade was once an average, self-centered rock star who first appeared in Guitar Superhero. During one of her concerts where she was covered with yak's milk lotion irradiated by sunlight. When she strummed her guitar with her tongue, the electric shock caused the lotion to give her flight, energy projection, and force field projection. With Kaz and Oliver's help, she learned what it meant to be a hero and became the superhero Remix. She was the first hero to have an on-screen origin, considering that was the main plot of her first appearance. Optimo is an undercover superhero and Alan's father. Alan had never met him before. In Free Wi-Fi, he disobeys Horace and goes to meet him. Optimo is forced to pretend to be a Normo called Nelson in order to stay undercover. After Alan leaves, it is revealed that he has telekinesis. Horace is also shown to be covering up Optimo's secret. Dark Warrior is a parody of Batman. He wields a utility belt which contains various weapons and gadgets. Aside from being a parody of him, Dark Warrior appears to be based on many portrayals of Batman where his suit is similar to the Batsuit from Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, and The Dark Knight Rises. He has a dark, corrupt personality and he has a tendency to break that character. Amicus, a dog superhero. Harold, Amicus' pet human. Other superheroes in this show include Incognito, Surge, Alley Cat, Mesmera, Owl Girl, Absolute Zero, Snowstorm, and Grey Granite. Supervillains, Megahertz, a human titanium cyborg forged in a freak accident at a power plant and Tecton's nemesis. Like his name suggests, Megahertz has high-voltage electrokinesis. Unfortunately, if he uses it too much, he has to go back to the power plant where he became Megahertz and recharge. According to Kaz and Oliver, his real name is Leslie. He ultimately despises not just Tecton, but also Kaz and Oliver. He is a spoof of Metal-O and Electro. His name is a play on megahertz, meaning a high unit of electrical frequency. Black Falcon, one of the most dangerous villains in the show, Black Falcon can fly and shoot deadly energy blasts that can either harm or stun the victims. He has a staff that can enhance his powers, which serves as his main weapon of choice. His danger factor is due to the fact that he knocked out almost every superhero in his area, and his energy blasts can even shatter Captain Atomic's yo-yo shield. He has a slight English accent and is similar to Thor from Marvel Comics. Experian, a former superhero and Skylar Storm's former childhood friend from the planet Caldera. He appeared in Mighty Med in the episode The Friend of My Friend is My Enemy, supposedly attempting to restore her powers, but in truth, he had actually turned to the dark side and was attempting to bring her to the Annihilator, who wanted to keep Skylar Storm from regaining her powers and seeking revenge. His powers are magnetism and gravikinesis. Until discovering his true nature, Kaz thought Experian was the second coolest teen. When he and Skylar had a fight, he then not only despised Skylar, but also Kaz and Oliver due to them helping Skylar defeat him where she had used night googles in the dark. Now, Experian is an enemy to Skylar, Kaz and Oliver after being taken away by Mighty Med's security team. Revengeance, a battle with Tecton left Revengeance as a disembodied cloud. Revengeance plans on regaining his physical form and conquering the world. He has flight and mind control where he can possess the body of anyone. He attempted to succeed in his plan, but was sucked into a vacuum cleaner. Soul Slayer, Titanio's nemesis. Soul Slayer has energy projection and teleportation. Skylar had Titanio dress up as Soul Slayer, but the real Soul Slayer arrived for unknown reasons. Remix and Skylar battled him, but Soul Slayer's teleportation gave him the upper hand. However, Kaz and Oliver turned the tide by playing electric guitars, forming magnetic fields that left Soul Slayer unable to teleport, eventually leading to his defeat. Wi-Fi, a supervillain who wants to steal all of Mighty Med's secrets and share them with all the rest of the supervillains. He has the power to go into computers, which is how he attempts to steal Mighty Med's secrets. He first appeared in Free Wi-Fi, when Kaz accidentally frees him from his flash drive prison. Dreadlock, Dark Warrior's nemesis. Dreadlock designs weapons that counteract his nemesis weapons. He was never seen in person, but it should be known that he is extremely evil, threatening to fire his henchman out to a cannon into a saw if he fails. He was only seen on a monitor, and his henchman Bob also disguised as him. After it was discovered that Oliver and Bob were posing as the respectful characters, Oliver and Kaz told Ambrose to end the comic with Dark Warrior and Dreadlock falling into the dark parts of the city. His mask bears slight resemblance to that of Bane from The Dark Knight Rises. Bob, Dreadlock's henchman. He had to battle Oliver in Dreadlock's place at the time when Dreadlock had a stomach virus. Other villains in this show include Micros, Crimson Demon, Blue Demon, White Demon, Matte Demon, Dark Warrior, Dr. Oth, Exterminator, Sonic Shrike, and the Annihilator. Although more are expected to appear. Episodes. Broadcast. The series originally premiered on October 7, 2013 on Disney XD and on October 12, 2013 on Disney Channel. It premiered on Disney XD on November 2, 2013, on February 17, 2014 on Disney XD and on February 27, 2014 on Disney XD. It premiered on March 7, 2014 on Disney Channel, and also on Disney Channel on Disney XD. It premiered on April 11, 2014 on Disney XD. References. External links, official website, Mighty Med at the Internet Movie Database, Mighty Med. Disney XD Canada A.